Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of the Bell2Bell Podcast. I am one of 3 hosts, DJ Mainstream, the voice of the voiceless, Pat Pending. Of course, with King Leek, Blackout The Rebel.
You going right now?
Yeah, we live.
Alright.
But,
like we didn't just say that like
my fault, we here.
It's been a while, but you know, some time has passed. But before we get into what we're going to discuss today, of course, we have to let you know what the opening bell is, and today, Leek got to choose WrestleMania 40 Night 1, the tag team match, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins against the final boss, The Rock, and the champion, Roman Reigns.
Why does Cody only rap the one hand? If I ever interview him, I gotta ask him about that.
I would love to know that.
Because it's always the left hand. It's never, even when he's at AEW, it's always
no, that's the right hand.
Right, so
right.
Is he right-handed?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
right hand. It's always the right hand.
But most do rap both hands. That's the only thing.
Or none.
Or none. Yeah. But while this is being the opening bell, as you now know, we do a 3 count of 3 topics over the past time since the last time we recorded. But I don't know, man. I think we should start with just what we've missed.
Yeah.
Let's start with
right into it.
Can we start with WrestleMania?
Let's do it. Fuck it.
WrestleMania, man. I think all of us got our predictions pretty much right for the most part.
I think so. I don't want to. Yeah.
We don't have to talk about WrestleMania too much. That shit has been talked to death at this point.
It really has.
And we all know that us as wrestling fans as a whole are pretty much done with that finish.
Exactly. Most of the whole night.
Yeah, I mean,
no. Night 2, the beginning was great. Night 2 was a show.
Yo.
What was night 2? The triple threat with the woman?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Night 2 had some great fucking great. The finish of that match was just that whole match.
Rhea, Io, and fucking Bianca Belair stole the fucking weekend.
Without a doubt.
Stole the weekend. Can nobody say.
Shout out to Io Scott.
Shout out to Io Scott.
She needed that. And I'm happy for her.
Man, and then went on a little tour.
Proud of you. What?
You sound proud of you.
Giving credit to somebody who doesn't have a fat ass. I'm proud of you.
Oh shit!
But go ahead.
Yo,
but
no safety. They got a revolver the whole
and with some actual wrestling talent. I'm proud.
Oh shit! See. Anyway, so while that being the first count, we might as well get into the second count. So as I pull up the news here, I don't know if anybody are familiar from the past. We call spring cleaning, WWE's Black Fridays.
Alright, y'all need me to pull that up?
Yeah, if you could. So while most of us was enjoying our Friday nights before either SmackDown coming on or hanging out, sure enough, WWE decides that what they're going to do is release people. And what they did was release a number of superstars. Some main roster, some also that happen to be on NXT. Yeah, man. It's tough to talk about because some were just unexpected. First one up there was Braun Strowman. I did not see Braun Strowman get released a second time. Nah, bro.
That's fucked up.
Wait, when was the first time?
Around the time of, was it before the pandemic league?
Okay, so this is pre-me.
Yeah, I think it was pre-pandemic. But it was the fact that, oh man, that reminds me of the time that he started to try his own promotion with EC3. Fuck, I'm not gonna talk about that shit. Anyway, but yeah, this the man who's just wrestling Jacob Fatu in prominent spots on your company's prominent television show.
You just had a battle of the monsters with him and Bronson Reed. Like, it'd be different if you were talking about people who are known to do like dark matches, right? Matches that don't get shown on the TV. I can understand that,
right?
But you talking about somebody who has been, every time he's there, he's a dominant force. He gets pops.
He bumps with the other smaller superstars. He takes, even though the stupid media that most superstars don't get, like the Miz media that Miz just takes on because he wants to be a company guy. Strowman was doing it.
What y'all not thinking about is
what's that?
His contract.
That is true. So
how much was his contract?
Leek is throwing in the fact that it's possibility of his contract. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure you're talking about someone, regardless of how people feel about the title reign, he is a former world champion. It does factor in for money. Maybe it was like, you know what? Let's start trimming the fat. Usually
that's not where you start. You don't start with people who are.
The thing with that is, why are you so shocked? This happens every year after.
It does.
I don't remember there being cuts like this.
Oh yeah, bro.
Since I started watching back, since like maybe 2022ish, I haven't seen bad cuts like this.
Yeah, they got to a point where
it's been worse.
Well, maybe what it is too was when I started watching, I didn't know the importance of people. I didn't know their backstories back then. So if I see a nigga cut, I don't really think too much of it. Now that I'm a little bit more invested and I got more time in, I can see why it's a big deal. Why somebody like Braun Strowman should not be cut.
But they cut Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, they did cut Bray Wyatt at one point. So that goes to tell you something.
That's before my time. I don't know anything. And then even when they came back for 2 seconds, fucked up Chad, called it a day. Now we don't hear from them anymore. And now I'm hearing that Alexa Bliss is about to run the shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, that's still, I don't know about that one. But I'm not nothing against Alexa Bliss at all.
Yes, sir. But see, you can chime in on that more because you remember the Wyatt Six better than I do. But I just know that it was led by Bray, wasn't it?
Yes. So Bray Wyatt was the leader of the Wyatts. But when Wyatt Six came, it was more of a tribute to akin to Bray Wyatt after he passed from his brother Bo Dallas, who was the Uncle Howdy character. But for me, I just thought, okay, fine, he's hurt because that's the report. Bo Dallas is hurt.
What I said, yeah.
Cool, but don't let the rest of the family suffer. Don't let fucking Eric Rowan, who was sitting on the sidelines for years after Luke Harper passed.
It's easy to say that, but the whole thing is based around him.
I feel you.
So
if you go down that road, that's a very easy storyline to cultivate where you have tension between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Because it's like, I'm the first lady of this shit and you just come in and now you lead her?
Yeah, but you're not going to do that at first.
No, not at first. That's a very slow build, but I think there's potential there.
Yeah, I mean, Strowman, he'll make money, he'll be fine.
Oh, definitely. Somebody like him,
he'd be fine. The next thing on
AEW? Nah, actually no.
Nah.
TK don't know how to use big men.
No, I don't see him on AEW. Honestly, I see him going more towards
TNA.
But honestly, I do see him in TNA. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key see him in TNA.
I can't tell you.
Alright, who was next?
Next was Dakota Kai. We just talked about this before we went on, bro.
I'm not even a fan of her, but
so stupid.
That was dumb.
Yo,
you could do more with her.
What are the other things we said, Lee? The fact that she can bump around, she likes taking the big woman spots where she doesn't mind getting choke slam, power bomb through tables. She's willing to take all those risks for the company.
And they weren't paying her much.
I don't see it. It can't be a cost outside of the fact that let's throw in that she's slightly injury prone.
She is.
She is. But that's not taking away from the talent of what you have now. You're gonna have to focus on. You're gonna have to put all that onus on whoever's coming up from NXT to take a spot like that. Because regardless of what you say, Dakota Kai may not have won a major championship. She's a former multi-time tag team champion. True. But she's a hell of a fucking worker.
Yeah. She's a hell of a worker.
Hell of a fucking worker.
What happens when Asuka and Kairi Sane come back? Because they were a whole thing. So now what? We just... No?
Asuka and Dakota Kai, and Asuka and fucking Much Blood just go back to being them.
Who was that?
At Io Sky.
Who was next?
Next list right here.
I have.
My list is probably a little bit more shuffled than yours. But
probably.
Same difference.
So next one is a little bit surprising one. Is Shayna Baszler. Now, is it? Here's my thing about Shayna Baszler. No, I'm gonna say surprising only on the accord of where she's going next.
AEW.
You know what she's doing. No, she's not doing AEW. She's going to be your. She's TKO. So you know what? Cool.
She went to the other side.
Yep. She's cut your losses. Cut your losses to WWE. You're still healthy, right? Of course. We got all your records here. Come back over and do your legacy run. Do your legend run real quick. Knock a few bitches out. get your Hall of Fame ring.
Shit, UFC could use it.
UFC need to stop out. That's where she came from. Shout out to my producer over here. He didn't know. She's a fighter. Is a former fighter. I would never.
Yeah, that I remember.
I would never forget when I first saw her ragdoll Dakota Kai at NXT. Ragdoll her. Yo, I was like, yeah, Shayna Baszler. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing her in AEW.
After a couple fights. Because that bitch can fight.
Yeah, she can fight.
Alright, who's next?
So this one is going to be very close and personal to Blackout's heart.
You already know.
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter was also let go.
Not so much Katana. Okay, by proxy, Katana. Yes, that does hurt me because I'm a big fan of Kaden. When I make jokes about how I got into wrestling again because of the Keita Lion, a lot of onus also has to go towards Kaden Carter too, because it was that match that I watched that really made me a believer.
Right.
Like you said in prior episode, sometimes you can only be as good as your dance partner. And you can say all the shit you want in the world, but to me personally, I don't think that was a bad match. I think that was a pretty decent match. I think they were... Because Nikita is in a different weight class, literally, I still think that they were cohesive enough to where it made a good match, and I think they worked well. So because of that, I was waiting for the moment at some point where Kaden would just dip off and become her own wrestler.
Honestly, I would.
I know that would be a very, very slow build because, just for timing reasons, but also because Katana and Kaden, they work very well together. Fuck you. So it hurt seeing Kaden get cut like that because I think she had a lot of star potential. I think they fucked her over for that tag team title match that she won around Christmas time, and they only had that shit for like a month. Yeah, and she lost that shit right the next year.
That's when the crazy ass shuffle.
Like I just felt like they was just never really gonna push her the way that she needed. So
that was a crazy ass shuffle to tag team.
Plus she had some fire ass theme music too.
Go ahead.
Say what the fuck you want to say.
Go ahead, Lee.
Let me just put the belt down now because I think I'm gonna have to fucking really fight this nigga tonight.
Go ahead, Lee.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
What's up, nigga?
Who's next on the list?
The next on the list is Javier Bernal. He was in NXT.
Okay, I don't have that on my list.
Gigi Dolan.
That's who I thought you were gonna say. That's close to me too.
Ooh. So this is my thing with Gigi. My thing with Gigi, and I mentioned this recently, and I don't know if I mentioned this like on the side or on Twitter, but Gigi Dolan's in that small section like JC Jane, like for a while, honestly, Trick Williams, where dude, you guys are super seniors and still in school. Let's call them up. It ain't long enough.
Trick ain't ready.
You're right. Trick ain't ready. No, Trick is not ready. Gigi should have got calling up. But the fact that she didn't says a lot about the trust that the company had on her at the time after everything separated when Mandy Rose got let go.
But that was my point. And then, they let fucking JC Jane win that whole shit, and that kind of
diluted everything.
Yeah, there was that.
I don't even understand what.
But I also think it's hard to sometimes cultivate a good storyline out of nowhere. Sometimes it just organically happens. You can see, this person is definitely gonna have beef with this person in the future. But with Gigi, it was like after the whole JCJ thing, it's like, well, where does she fit?
True, I get you.
Unless you put her in like a elimination or like a ladder match or some shit, like a qualifier, where else does she fit in this?
True. Alright, next up is the Gallus Boy.
Why are you looking at me like I'm about to say some shit?
I feel like, I'm just not
I'm gonna say that. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Next up is
You see how niggas think?
You see how niggas troll?
I'm listening
You
to
saw that.
And
Don't fucking act
everything he's saying, and he talking about I'm not listening to him. Go ahead.
Touch it.
Next up is Gallus, Mark Coffey, Joe Coffey, and Wolfgang. That is the most. Gallus was the
They
most.
trained this bald nigga.
Fuck, bro. I was surprised as hell at
Wasn't
that.
it this match?
Yes, it was. To get him ready for this fucking match.
They produced
Joe.
They produced them and not Joey Styles. Who the fuck? Who's the other one? J&J Security, not Joe. Who's the
Joey Mercury.
There you go.
Yeah.
The four of them produced this match.
Yeah.
With input from these four motherfuckers too. But
I'm indifferent about that. I'm okay with that.
I don't know, Gallus, man. I feel like after the whole,
they had something.
They had something there, man.
Yeah.
I even would have Like, I had fantasy booked them, which is, I know, fucked up, but still. If you're gonna call them up, there was a story there with them being linked to Sheamus for a while.
That's like some hijack shit.
True, but I don't know, man. I feel like they got a short end of the stick not being called up. Next up is Jakara Jackson, which fucking hurt. That fucking hurt, man.
That was another one that pissed me off.
That fucking hurt.
Wasn't she just in? It wasn't the word.
My thing is, no, it's not that. It's not.
They were about to call them up too.
Thank you. You have the fucking tag team titles.
That one was weird.
I get it. Lash Legend is going to be.
That one was weird.
Lash Legend is going to be a future women's world champion.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she's definitely going to be a force.
But the fact that you couldn't simply keep it together.
Or WWE was
heavyweight.
Heavyweight?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that
Rhea shit.
yes.
Okay.
You see the vision where I'm going with. The fact that you can keep them together. Simple story. Keep them together. You finally win the tag team titles. Go on a light run. Eventually, shit fucks up. You obviously know Lash is the fucking star. You're building her as a star.
Yeah.
Turn Jakara heel. Her perfect story, her character with the whole lollipop shit. Miss Jackson, if you nasty, don't fuck with her type. Easily could have been a nice childish heel. I can see that. Yeah, and Lash will beat her ass, big ass WrestleMania match, a la like JTG and Shad did. Okay, maybe not WrestleMania. Okay, maybe SummerSlam. You're right. My bad. I'm sorry.
Nigga from going from NXT Vengeance to WrestleMania.
I'm so done. Shoot for the stars. Maybe SummerSlam. SummerSlam. It's too nice.
You know.
But the point is,
Rumble.
true. Like, the point is, yeah, y'all had something there.
Mainstream, he's known for going big the first night, so.
Hey, no. Anyway,
no, he knows why I say that.
Hey, yo,
you an asshole. That's an asshole. Anyway, next up is Corey Jade.
That's so fucked up.
Which honestly, shout out to my boy Ed. So he is diehard WWE fan. He figured that because of her close ties with CM Punk, now that Punk was back in the company,
she was safe.
Nah, boy.
CM Punk ain't fucking ruffling no feathers over nobody.
Boy.
You see how that AEW shit ended?
Exactly.
That nigga ain't ruffling no feathers over nobody.
I mean, the way I himself, he's here to make money, not friends.
The way I see, you need at least 2 people on your side in that company to stay on there. Ricky Saints. Yep, Ricky Saints.
Yeah, Ricky Saints got Cody.
He got Cody, and he fucking still got the eye of Punk after everything happened with on the Collision days. You gotta have,
and he don't fuck with Edge, so you know Punk like that shit.
And to make it worse, Cody's already fucking half the fucking roster. I fuck with Corey J, don't get me wrong, but she's fucking half the fucking roster.
You know that?
Bro, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this,
bro.
Let's not do. Anyway,
bro, that little girl, like.
Hey,
you know that, like,
Cora Jade is going to make plenty of money somewhere else. I will say that.
Of course, she's talented.
Elena Black. If you ever get a chance, look up Elena Black.
She changed it back. Too.
Yeah. Cora Jade, before she came in WWE, hardcore, taking light tubes to the head.
She was in the Mae Young Classic.
That's the crazy shit.
Did you see a Mae Young Classic? You should watch that shit. That's some good women.
That's good women wrestling.
I'll check it out.
Mae Young Classic is great women's wrestling.
After they tried to call it the fucking famous.
Oh yeah,
not famous. The fucking what the fuck was that bitch's name? Yeah. Madam, not Madam. What the fuck was that bitch's name?
Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah. Name. Fuck that.
Name it after her.
She slaved them bitches out, bro. You never heard that story?
No, I didn't.
We gotta do an ep on that, bro. She had a ranch where she slaved these bitches out.
She had a bunny ranch?
And had them working injured, had them working with broken legs and shit. They crying in the ring, she ripping their costumes. Like, you fucking trash, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, type shit.
Treating them like shit, bro. Taking all their bread.
Type shit.
She's the reason, the first time they had WWE Tag Team belts, she's the reason they got rid of them shits.
Yeah.
She called them and told them to lose. They was in Japan doing a tour. Mind you, this is the fucking, what is it, 80s?
Yeah.
There's no internet, no shit like that. Communication is only phone.
Pretty much.
She called them and she was in the show. She called them and told them, yo, they're losing the belts. Vince says so. These niggas just calling, trying to get in touch with Vince the whole night. Nobody. They went through the title change. They got back to the UN convention screaming on these bitches. Why the fuck did you take the belts? All this shit, and they killed the belts because of that shit. Yep. You ever seen Dark Side of the Ring?
No.
He's gotta watch Dark Side of the Ring.
You should watch that shit. We should do some watch-alongs, but you should watch that shit.
We should definitely do some Dark Side rewatching ones. But next person up is Oro Mensa. Honestly,
Who gives a fuck? Next.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wish them luck.
shout out to Oro.
Wish them luck always.
Next up is Riley Osborne.
Yo, your list is crazy. Because I don't even have half these motherfuckers.
I know, whoever I didn't say, just call out. And then last one is Eddie Thorpe.
That was crazy.
That one was crazy. After you let him beat Trick. After you let that nigga beat Trick.
That was
Are
crazy.
you fucking kidding me?
Excuse me. That was crazy.
And then mind you have him beat Trick and whipping him in the middle of Black History Month. Are we fucking insane here?
Yeah, trying to let it slide.
All right, then. Next.
No, but still, bro. What we doing here?
Alright, then.
Nah, bro. What we doing here? Especially if I don't follow
History
that
Month,
shit.
really.
Come on, man. We're not following up on it. That's
Talk
fine.
about that. Like, honestly, we all love Black History Month, really, because he lost her. Like, really.
Still, the fact that it happened. But you did no follow up from that. What was supposed to be the follow up from that after anything beat him?
Ari and fucking Nick Khan said, fuck all that, nigga.
Yeah, that's how we got Hollywood Tricks.
Yeah, Ari Emanuel and Nick Khan said, fuck that, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you had playing, Sean. I don't care.
None of what he was doing was believable to me. I was just not caring.
You don't like Eddie Thorpe?
Not really. No.
You ain't from Eddie Thorpe?
I liked him for his character. I know what his limitations are. Just like the Tony, what's his name? D'Angelo shit.
Yeah.
That ain't no main roster shit.
No,
That's NXT shit.
No, but
Just like Chase U. It's NXT shit.
I fuck with Chase U.
So do I. But you can't do that shit in wrestling.
Nah. I mean, maybe not in today's climate, but Chase U ain't nothing.
You couldn't do that shit in the Attitude Era. They violate them niggas.
Niggas who had Spirit Squad.
Chase U
And they violated them niggas.
Chase U would work in the Attitude Era, and they would get violated on a regular. That's like right to
They would
censor.
be bitches.
Okay, and they would make him check though. I bet you they'd get a fluke win out of one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I never looked at Vincent Chase as the next one up.
When did Spirit Squad beat DX?
Never.
Alright.
I'm not saying Chase U was gonna be a dominant force. I just said it would work.
But Spirit Squad was tag team champions though. Looks good on the check.
Nigga.
Just saying.
The Viking experience was tech.
You know what?
They were so undermanaged and they weren't.
I love them niggas.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because Vince fucked up the name.
Yeah, he really did.
Who I fucked Def Rebel? But anyway.
Who did I miss?
Oh no, I think we got everybody. I was just looking up here or whatever. But I think we good.
So shout out to my boy Cammy on Twitter. He was saying that he had predictions of where everybody was going. Y'all want to hear this?
Sure.
So he said Eddie Thorpe is probably going to end up in MLW or on the Indies. I can see him fitting there.
I can see him going with my man. What's his name? Who always win in Indie Wrestler of the Year. Just fucking hilarious.
Matt Cardona?
Yeah, there you go. I can see him tearing the house down.
He also came from New Japan.
You know Matt Cardona.
Zack
Ryder. Woo shit.
Okay. So I see him going back to New Japan as well. I mean, all that experience in WWE, why the fuck
It's
not?
Chelsea Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah. You use that ringing the bell?
A little bit.
Purple glasses.
From Long Island.
U.S. champ, tag champ.
Intercontinental champ one time.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
He beat, who the fuck did he beat in the Garden? They got that big ass pop. To be world, was it Dolph?
Yes, it was Dolph.
He beat Dolph in the Garden. They had a great match.
That was a great fucking match between Dolph
U.S. champ and like the crowd went fucking nuts. Like
was that when
Pops was there?
Yeah, his father was on the side.
That was Survivor Series with Rock and Punk. No. Rock and Cena. Rock, Cena, and Miz and Truth.
Yeah.
No?
This is before I came back. We gotta watch that.
We gotta go back and watch that.
We gotta watch that. Another one interesting one. The car. So you don't know a lot of Japanese wrestling at all.
Not really, no.
So there's this place where Tony Storm came from called World of Wonder.
Sorry.
Stupid ass. World of Wonder Stardom.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. He's saying Jakara Jackson should go. Holding the craft a little bit.
I like Stardom.
I like Stardom.
Okay.
But he did say he thinks Katana Chance and Kaden Carter may end up in AEW.
Speaking of
Do you
Stardom,
think you can see that?
this is random, but
Maybe wrong,
Naito made his last entrance from New Japan. I just wanted to point that out.
Yes, he did.
So shout out to
Tetsuya
Naito.
Naito.
One of the greatest. It's crazy that he's not gonna be in New Japan anymore. That shit is wild.
It's insane. We're gonna have to put you onto a lot of New Japan wrestling.
Shout out to Naito. It was a fire entrance.
Faction and Gobernable. Man, I would say, what do you think he's gonna do now? I mean, he's 38.
Probably gonna retire.
Yeah,
he was tired. That nigga, like, he over it at this point.
He's 38 years old for doing that.
He's on Forbidden Door. Don't drag it, bro.
You think he'll be done there?
We don't need him to do fucking him and Okada. I mean, I wouldn't mind. You know,
I want Okada and Omega at.
They're gonna do that for the title, for the international title. Is it international? What the fuck is the name of that belt?
It's international.
Is it? Oh, okay. Because it used to be. Because they changed it.
It used to be the All Atlantic.
There you go. Nice belt too.
Beautiful belt.
Yeah, great. It remind me of Big Gold.
What is it called? Old Atlantic?
All Atlantic.
It used to be called All Atlantic. Now it's called International.
What in the Boardwalk Empire shit are we talking about?
I'm dead.
It was like some upper, like, United States type shit.
That was it's a great title.
Great looking belt though.
Great looking title.
Like old school Big Gold type shit.
Yeah.
Fire.
But so I'm said, let me just jump
So
on.
what's the second thing?
So the second thing we were going to discuss was oh shit, no, because we talked about WrestleMania. The last one was going to be on Blackout.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I had this thing. I'm gonna start tagging the people and shutting them out when I see these questionnaires and little things like that online. So I was trying to find the person, but I forgot. So forgive me if you see this. Just reach out to me and be like, hey, yeah, I posted that. Like, all right, I'm gonna shout you out. So basically, I came across this thing and it was called the 7 Wrestlers Theory. So it's 7 questions, and you can keep the same wrestler or it could be a different wrestler. For me, I have.
Is there a limit to how many times you can change it? Or
No. This is whatever the fuck you wanted to.
So it changes by question, is what you're saying?
If you wanted to.
It could. I see what you're saying.
Depending on the questions, yeah. Gotcha. So for me, I have a male and a female roster for this. So the first question is.
Wait, it's multiple people that you have?
Well, no, I to be fair, I have a male version.
No, I'm saying you have 2.
Yeah, I have 2. I have a male one and a female one.
A list of multiple for each.
Yeah, so one question for 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Got you.
So yeah,
I did see this earlier. I think Chris Van Vliet shared it on his Instagram.
Yeah.
That's how I was looking.
I thought it'd be interesting. So
yeah, go ahead.
First question is the one wrestler that made you fall in love with wrestling to begin with. Who was it? For me, I'm gonna say, for male, I have.
Oh, it's both male and female?
Yeah, well, for me, I did both. You don't have to.
You can do both.
For me, I have Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. And women's, I'm gonna go with Lita.
I would say male would be Roddy Piper.
Interesting.
And woman, I would probably say Chyna.
Nice.
Honestly,
because I really wasn't a fan of that older women's style.
Yeah.
Where they was all wearing the singlet and shit with Moolah with the rest of them. I did like the Jumping Bomb Angels though. They were fire.
Okay.
That's old school ladies wrestling.
Yeah.
That's tag team women's wrestling. That I fuck with. But a lot of that style from how they wrestle, it was really slow and like stiff, which I didn't think fit. But yeah, I would say Chyna, and then Roddy Piper, just because he talked the shit he talked and like the way he talked himself in the room and like kept himself there. So like early CM Punk type shit. So
I could do that.
I'm gonna throw y'all for a loop. Honestly, when I first started watching it was when the Brood was first coming up.
Oh shit!
So gothic ass nigga.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Tonight will be the night.
That's a asshole. You're an asshole.
This nigga said
but but when
you watch Charm, nigga.
Fuck you. So, but when
Buffy the Vampires.
But when Edge broke apart, like his character, like I have really fucked with Edge all the way up until literally to now.
So you like that entrance he did when he was going against Finn with the fire and all that shit?
Yeah,
he
fuck
came
with
up
that.
with all that.
Yeah, fuck with that.
That shit was mad extra.
It was extra.
This nigga came up from under the stage screaming and shit, mad fire and fucking all this devil shit going on.
It was extra.
Really.
It was extra.
And he didn't even do the demon shit.
No, he didn't.
So it didn't even make no fucking sense.
It didn't even correlate to what he was doing.
This nigga came up with some thick ass glasses. Talking about mine, this nigga had some thick shits on. Screaming, coming up. It's like Cody coming up the elevator.
Leave my nigga alone.
But as far as women wrestlers, also Chyna. I mean, fucking Chyna. Like,
I shit that woman
fucking
there,
Chyna.
bro.
You know?
Like, I hear you.
Smack shit up.
Bitch.
Cody smacked the shit out the rock.
So the next question I got is, who's your newest favorite wrestler?
Ooh.
For me, I put male, Seth Rollins, female, Bianca Belair.
So this is like company wide. It don't matter.
It could be company wide. You know me, I only really bang with WWE, so.
Will Ospreay.
Ooh.
And then I'll say, as a woman, I'm gonna be real. Like, I want to say Toni Storm, but I really fuck with I'm an Oscar nigga, bro. I just love that girl.
Oscar?
Yeah, I just love that girl.
Legend.
Even when she was in New Japan, I was watching her shit.
Fucking video.
New move, ref.
Facts. Yo, the refs have been in the way a lot of matches recently, man.
These new niggas, but go ahead.
Yo,
see, he's at one hand.
Yo, you really calling this shit?
Nah, cause he be hitting himself and shit, like punching himself and all that shit.
Let's see.
Paul, honestly, I was gonna Cody steal the cutter from the Cody cutter.
Why is that false?
If I give you a hint, it's gonna tell you. So, I just said the nigga name.
I didn't even hear it. I'm
Will Ospreay.
Oh, see, I don't watch him enough to know. See, you would get that.
Yeah, that's like hands bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Toni Storm. I've been following her career since she the main young.
Who's the male?
I didn't even say. I said
okay.
the female first.
Thought I missed
Toni Storm, because I've been following her career legit since the Mae Young Classic, yo. Like to see she went literally every step of the way to now. And again, I said it earlier. She's only 29. Bro, she's already a 4-time women's champion.
That match with her and Kairi Sane.
Yo!
Classic, nigga. Go watch that match. That should have made me
That
should have made me fall in love with women's wrestling.
Yo, you gotta watch the
listen, from what I've seen,
no bullshit. It's just
Toni is an
wrestling.
amazing wrestler. She has a lot of. I think she has all the boxes checked. She has good promos. She has crowd control. She can wrestle her ass off. She takes it there. Like she's
the only difference in this.
What's
There's no gimmick. It's just her raw fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Like just her going crazy.
Yeah.
It's not as controlled and crazy as it is now. It's just her going stupid in the ring.
She had
like pre-injury Seth type shit, doing all kind of wild shit.
There's this shit. I don't want to butcher her name, but I think it's
jumping off the fucking. She was going crazy.
Miyu Yamashita, I think her name is from also from Star New Japan. I could be wrong, but they had like just a regular eliminator match. It's basically if Miyu won, she gets a future world title shot. The way that throwing elbows, like shit that you see it like
stiff shit.
Tony's jaw is moving as she's getting elbow. She got super kicked so bad, like her head rocked back. Like yo,
nigga, and then get it up and then screaming in the bitch face, telling like more motherfucker.
Yo, like Toni Storm, man.
I like it.
But this person doesn't count as new for me because he's been doing it for so long. But Kenny Omega, man. Okay. Kenny fucking Omega. Kenny by God Omega.
Speaking of Kenny, there's a debate going on Reddit right now if he's gonna get any of the belts back that he lost. I don't see all of that happening because that nigga had 4 belts. I don't see that happening this year.
Now let the Mercedes get 4. Why the fuck not?
Well, Mercedes is new. She's gonna start dropping them shits within the next couple months. So I don't know about TBS, but the rest of them shits.
Yeah, the rest of them shits are going.
Okay. Alright. The one wrestler that always makes you smile.
Chris Benoit, I'm fucking around.
Yo, please, why are we
we're only in 3 episodes.
I'm fucking around.
Alright, y'all, we can start packing this shit up, my nigga.
Cody Rhodes, nigga, QB1. Facts.
Okay, fair.
And then woman, I would say Io Sky, nigga. That's my fucking girl right there.
Okay.
I be doing her shit.
Alright, I got 2 for this one.
2 men?
2 men for this one and then 1 woman. So
Pause, nigga.
Yo, I can't.
Alright, so 2 wrestlers that always make me smile when they're wrestling in the ring.
So I'm sure they know.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go with Joe Hendry and R-Truth.
Oh, you believe now?
I never said I didn't. When the fuck did I not say that?
Did he talk shit about Joe Hendry?
When did I say that?
Did you talk shit?
Nah, I never talked shit about
Not talk shit, but you didn't believe at all the time.
Only because he came from a wrestling division I didn't watch. So I was just like, who the fuck is he?
Yeah, man.
But once I started seeing him come out and he was just on his bullshit,
For the record, I believe.
I'm like, yo, nah, he's cool. I get it.
That was my choice. Yeah. Joe Hendry. I believe Joe Hendry.
I'm gonna go with Joe Hendry, R-Truth, and then I'm gonna go with for the women's. I'm gonna go with Kaden Carter.
I feel you.
And no, listen, every match,
bro,
she entertains.
Don't even.
She's a good wrestler. I like her.
I'm sure you do.
She's a good wrestler.
Fuck your spear, Ron. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Hendry, and honestly, more recently, Willow Nightingale. Yo! Every time Willow Nightingale comes on the screen, so instantly you smile. Not only just because of the fact that she's an amazing wrestler, but of course she's trying to sell.
I gotta give her and Mercedes credit. Those two,
yeah, I did see that.
Fucking clinic on niggas.
She's good. She's good.
It's the fact that you know that world title reign is coming. It's building.
She gonna be facing that division.
She really is, and that makes me smile because I know after the banger she put on with Athena last year for the Ring of Honor World. I'm gonna give you my subscription for Ring of Honor.
And I know she was tight after getting cut and all that shit. So good for her, yo.
Exactly. That's what it's.
And who's the dude? Joe Hendry?
That's the Joe Hendry.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it. That song will go number one on iTunes when he joins WWE.
Alright, so
that's gonna be a wild nigga. That nigga TNA World Champ.
Who is your comfort wrestler?
Hey yo.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I mean, I know what it means.
I mean, it's just like they could have worded that differently.
It would be wild if I said The Rock or something.
You just comfortable smelling what he's cooking.
Hey yo.
This don't matter from what era, right? Do it matter?
No, not at all.
This might sound crazy, but Batista.
Okay.
And then woman-wise, I would say Batista. But I would say woman-wise, I would say I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll probably say AJ Lee.
Wow. It's funny that you said that, guys. For me, AJ Styles.
Even the song, nigga. She was skipping down to the ring and shit.
For me, it was AJ Styles. Honestly, I could watch AJ Styles match.
Got hacked, by the way.
Yo, yeah, shout out to AJ Styles getting hacked. That man got hacked bad.
That nigga said, what did he say? Something about a nigga?
He was saying some shit.
No, he said some shit about Logan Paul. I know that shit was funny as fuck.
AJ Styles hacked. Y'all can keep going.
For this one, what is this? This is number 4. So for number 4, I have. Oh wait, no. So I'm sorry, I skipped. So for number 3, the wrestler that always makes me smile for women, I actually have as Io Sky.
Okay.
My comfort wrestler.
You, bro.
Yeah, my comfort.
You doing me good this episode.
That's another thing I'm gonna end off with too, because I'm gonna get some flowers where it's due, but I still think that there's room for improvement.
Real quick, this nigga said they stole his SIM card at AT&T.
Who the fuck? Man, you can't even believe that shit. They don't open the backs of phones anymore.
I love AJ, but come on now.
Anyway,
they stole. Hold on, real quick. Quote: they stole my SIM card. Somebody. This is his quote. Somebody allowed that at AT&T. Some idiot, some moron, stole my phone and was able to hack Twitter.
So they didn't do nothing else with your information.
But just go for your Twitter.
They didn't try to cash out themselves.
Hold on. His password was quote flat Earth 1 2.
So
anyway, continue.
Yeah, the wrestler makes me smile. But
last thing, he's working with technical experts to recover full control of his account and urge fans to avoid.
If you want to be like Hulk Hogan, just say that.
What did he say? Fuck Nigga,
the fuck is you talking about?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, like he said some bullshit.
Hey,
but yeah,
I'm gonna find them tweets. But
so the wrestler that makes me smile was actually Io Sky. My comfort female wrestler was Kaden Carter. So now we're talking about my comfort. So yeah, comfort wrestler for the men. Pause.
Hey yo,
it's so weird. I'm going with Jeff Hardy and Edge. Yeah, Jeff Hardy and Edge.
Yo, you some hardcore nigga, huh? You like seeing them niggas spear each other and shit.
Yo, I'm telling you, there's gonna be an episode where I fade, where I'm going to the next one.
Ladders and shit.
Alright.
Team Extreme.
Okay, here's a really good one. A wrestler that you miss the most. Alright, so number 5, I have...
That was number 5?
Yeah, this is number 5's question.
What do you mean, that died, or like...
Well, just miss wrestling, or you could say if they passed. So for men, I think I said Rock pre-final boss. Like, whatever this nigga is, fuck this nigga. I'm talking about before.
Yo, I appreciate that.
Ultimate Warrior.
Really?
Yeah, I love Ultimate Warrior.
Okay. Female.
I love,
Female, I put Mandy Rose.
Elizabeth, nigga.
Oh, I miss Mandy. I think if she would have got called up, she would have had a problem.
Shit right now.
I know, but had she stayed and got called up, it would have been a nice run. I can see that. Mainstream, what say you?
It's amazing how they tease this Rock Cody shit, never to fucking do it. You see, I'm sorry, yo. You see how they tease that shit throughout this match?
I see it.
And this bitch ass nigga
You see why I say Rock
do all this shit. They tease this shit. I don't give a fuck about that spear spot. They tease this shit throughout the whole match. Why couldn't Seth Pedigree rock?
Anyway, you know. Hey, go ahead. What was it was like one of the missed, right?
Yeah, the one you missed the most.
Women wise, I say China.
Fair. Very respectful. I get it.
Honestly, in that same regard, men's wise, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah.
God, man.
And Hunter, put her in the Hall of Fame by herself, nigga.
Yeah. Like the way Eddie, man.
Yeah.
That shit still hurts to this day, man.
Okay.
He really? I thought he was gonna turn around right there.
Yo, I thought so too. I thought so too. No, was it over foul?
That would have been trash. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But female wise, yeah, same with me in China, man. There could have so much she could have been doing with the company stuff.
Okay. Here's a good one. The one wrestler you protect with your whole life. So
shit.
Number 6.
I say that they're gonna call me out.
Number 6, I think is very easy.
That you protect?
That I will protect. That you're always gonna defend the conversation. So you know, for me, for the women's, Tequila Lyons.
Yes,
no surprise there. But for the men, I put Shane McMahon.
Wow.
You can't tell me that nigga's not a real nigga.
What's there to defend?
No, but there's people.
There's a lot of people who will say Nepo baby, all this.
Yeah.
But that's the very reason why I give him so much respect, because he didn't have
any
to do
real
it.
wrestling fan is not saying that about Shane McMahon.
True, that's true.
You say Shane McMahon is a piece of shit now, but back then we're not talking about.
Well, I'm not interviewing Shane.
Like no,
yeah,
fuck with him. But the shit that you asked for, my nigga, was wild.
What did you ask for?
This nigga asked for equity in AEW.
Yeah, when he had a meeting with Tony Khan.
Asked for the whole show, basically. Like, he want to control it. Like, bro, come on, bro.
And
this nigga TK is... Come on, stop, bro.
Look how he's raised. He owned, like, his family owned the shit over there, so that's all he knows.
This is a different situation. This ain't WCW.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you, I'm just saying I understand his mentality.
Well, yeah.
What was the question? Sorry. The defend?
That you protect with your life.
Who do I defend like crazy?
I already have mine. He's in the match now.
Go ahead.
Seth Rollins.
And that's what happens. That's why. That's what happens.
That half-ass spear. So.
I don't understand. Why do Seth? This nigga is like fucking Kobe. Why do y'all feel like this nigga is so shitted on? He's not.
He is. He does get shitted on.
The nigga gets his flowers, my nigga. We all know what Seth is. He's just not the nigga, and that's okay. And not everybody is meant to be that. Why is it such a problem? It's all right. See, not everybody gets that.
You know the full spectrum of Seth. I only know him of only a couple of years. And in those years, I haven't seen a bad match. Cool. I haven't seen a bad feud or rivalry.
And that's cool. But he has them. So,
he does.
Alright, can you say that he has all those bad matches and all that is more so behind him than in front of him? Because if that's the case, then why not let him be QB?
Listen.
Nah.
It passed time for that, bro.
Yeah, it is. For him, it's past time.
They gave you that shit twice, my nigga.
They did.
And you're not saying you didn't do well, but the second time you cracked, my nigga. You cracked under the pressure, bro. So I get it. You still Hall of Fame? All that. We know what you bring to the table. Yeah, but we also got to be realistic, nigga. After that knee injury, you wasn't the same, bro. You reinvented yourself, great. We give you that. But you wasn't the same. That nigga was a demon before that knee injury.
Yeah, he ain't lying, man.
That nigga was... What? That nigga was on his way to top 5 status before that knee injury.
Seth was...
Like, that nigga, you think he doing some shit now? Before he got hurt the first time, that nigga was wild.
Does he tell Seth to slow down because he was putting on too much fucking great matches at NXT? Like, he was going hard in NXT.
That nigga was holding down fatal fours by himself. Like, he would put 3 ass niggas in there with him and make it a great match. This nigga's flying from corner to corner, doing all kind of wild shit.
I'm about to go back and watch.
So, we know what Seth is. It's not no knock. Like, niggas always take everything you saying he's not the greatest as a knock. It's not a knock. Shit. Just let it go, but he's not gonna be that nigga, and it's okay.
Next question.
Like, the fuck? And you lost to Cody 3 times.
Wow.
Oh,
did you give yours? Did you give yours?
Seth. It was Seth.
And then the women?
Oh, I didn't have. It was just Seth. There's nobody I did.
For a dude, I'd probably say Cody, because they be trying to violate my son. And then women, this might Alicia Fox.
Ooh, I see why they come at you for it.
Fuck y'all.
I'm gonna say
that's my girl.
I see why.
Okay, the last question: the one wrestler you're rooting for the most
right now?
It could, yeah. Well, I would or maybe in the past you
wouldn't change it. It would be Cody.
Okay, man. And then women?
Bailey.
I like that choice.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either. Male wrestler, Braun Breaker.
Bro, you don't have to root for that.
Yeah, he's getting pushed.
He's a Steiner, man.
I get it. No, still, it's just
that one spear changed a lot for him.
And honestly, it's not even just Braun. It's Braun and Mello. It's ties between both of them. I
like that. Yeah, I was gonna say Mello, but instead I'm saying Trick. For men, I'm saying Trick, and for women, at some point I had to throw in Jada Parker. I have to.
Honestly, for women,
this was for no reason.
This for no reason.
No fucking reason.
All of this. Honestly, women-wise, yeah, I guess I'll say Jada Parker as well.
You set it up perfectly.
I can say Jada Parker as well. It's time she wins with the big one. What's the next one?
No, that's the last question. But because we are on NXT, real quick, how do we feel about a lot of wrestlers being cut, and my baby she stays, but she gets demoted to Evolve?
They gonna fire that bitch.
My thing is this. Why not have that option for other wrestlers too, especially ones that are bigger? Especially for ones that are bigger than her. That was my only gripe. Like, I love Nikita Lyons.
Bigger than her.
All right, nigga, fuck you. I love Nikita Lyons. I know, but I'll be unbiased. Oh, one more take after this. I'll be unbiased and say that she has a lot of work that needs to be done, and I think Evolve is going to be good for her. But I think that there's a lot of it can't be. It's not going to be bad. Yeah, like what the fuck, like. But I think that there's other wrestlers that could have benefited from being demoted instead of being cut.
Think about what you just said. She was on NXT.
Listen,
going down is going to be good for her.
If you need more work.
How long has she been at NXT? Like 3 years now?
Some of that she was injured, so let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. Like, being realistic. Fuck, she wasn't in there wrestling every single week. She wasn't Seth Rollins, nigga.
Owe your ass to the PC, nigga, that's all.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I think Evolve will be good for her. It can't be bad. But I still feel like there's other wrestlers that could have benefited from
There's
that.
gonna be the fucking Evolve World Champion. Anyway,
Yo, I'm weak.
Alright, I will say this. I'm gonna give my flowers real quick and then I'm done. Y'all can do whatever y'all want.
Gotcha.
I gotta give a little bit of flowers and credit and respect to Lyra Valkyria.
oh
The whole betrayal with her and Becky Lynch, I think is gonna work really well for her.
Okay.
I think she definitely needs a lot more work, charisma and personality-wise, because when Becky turned on her, she wasn't selling nothing. She was just watching the whole shit getting stomped out. She wasn't selling it. She wasn't knocked out.
She was just watching getting
She was
stomped
shocked.
out.
No, you can be shocked at first, but if I keep hitting you, nigga, can you fall out or do something?
See how they
You just eating my punches now.
See how they move the goalposts?
Bro.
Nah, that's not moving the goalposts. If I hit you, I need you to look like you got hit. You can't keep your fucking shades on, my nigga. You still can't look cool. You gotta sell this shit. You gotta help me help you. That's my only gripe with her. But I will say that her making that stand, she was standing on that chair, she was holding the belt up, the hair was down, I think it's a good look for her. I think this rivalry is gonna show a different side of her. She's gonna be a little bit more intense, she's gonna be a little bit more serious. So I'll give credit where it's due. I've always said she's very technical, she's very good in the ring. But she lacks charisma, she lacks promo and all that. I think this is going to be the match that she needs. That's going to turn all that around, at least for me in my eyes.
Well, I do think it's going to be a really good match. I honestly, listen, you brought Becky back to be heel. You brought her back to be heel.
I'm okay with that too. That's good.
Charlotte Lynch.
Charlotte Lynch. Wow. Yo, Leek, you got anything you want to say before you? Shit, Charlotte Lynch. That's insane. Go ahead. What are you doing?
No, Bailey, go sit down. I'm gonna just go take this over.
Oh my
anyway, it's fucking yeah, that's some Dean Ambrose shit. But anyway, not Dean. Sorry, Moxley. Nah, I mean, good ep, solid ep.
Yeah.
I read.
I threw on the Collision highlights.
Queen of women's wrestling currently. I don't give a fuck about a CEO. But anyway, even though that's my girl, but still, you need to like bring that ego down a little bit, girl. You're reaching like Dwayne Johnson levels. Like, bring it down a little bit.
I know we're getting to like double or nothing soon. What's your prediction? Will Ospreay or Hangman Page?
Will Ospreay.
So you
I
got
don't think
Ospreay
you could beat him. I don't think you could beat Ospreay right now. I don't think you do that because I think he's gonna get a belt.
Fuck.
He's gonna get a belt soon.
It's the crossface chicken.
And she's going to lose a belt soon, unfortunately.
Who? Tony?
Yeah. She's gonna lose that soon.
I got Jamie Hayter beating her.
Yeah, she's gonna lose that soon.
You think the Venus?
But here's the thing: I want to see where she takes it after she loses.
True.
Because you can tell she's preparing.
There's my tidbit in there. So rumor has it this is gonna go towards Blackout. But I can't remember. Since it aligns to smash it.
You got it.
It aligns to having Blackout getting to know more about AEW. He got to see the Mariah May Tony Storm match. Rumor has it that Mariah May is going to be closing a deal with WWE once her AEW contract is up. How do you feel about that, sir?
I feel good. I feel good about that. I mean, if you're going to be making these like wild ass random cuts to both the women and female division, you're going to have to start regrouping. Even though we did have a nice insurgence of new people with the Stephanie Valkyries and Julias and stuff like that, you're going to need more people now too to replace those.
Talk about Julia like that.
Yo!
I mean, she just got inducted. We just got her not too long ago. She's still fresh. She's still new. But I'm just saying. So yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good for them. Now, where does she fit? That's going to be debatable. I don't know.
She's very true.
God, this nigga.
I'm going to wrap up with saying something extremely random, but I don't know how crazy it's going to be. I try to do a weird prediction every time. I agree with Lee. Trick is not ready to get called up.
Why do you say that?
Because he's the leader of Dark State.
You think so?
Yep.
Interesting. I can see it with this turn of how he has been with his character. I can see it
with Trick when he goes off to do his little CW features on All American and shit. Those four gonna
say CW.
Right with Tony D'Angelo, bro. Yo,
damn.
But not only because that's what Trick said on this past Tuesday. He's Hollywood Trick now.
nigga.
He's Hollywood Trick now, but yeah, Dark State does all his bidding and shit. Eventually,
I don't take that nigga seriously as a heel.
Who, Trick? Me either.
I don't, bro.
I don't think he's a heel.
I don't like the fact that he's a heel, but
I don't think he's transitioned full heel yet, though.
Bro,
it's a mellow copy. Let's be serious.
Yeah, bro.
It's basically the same character.
But this is what happens when you just burn out of ideas of where the person.
I bet you $100. When they call him up, his first fucking feud is gonna be with Mello. Guaranteed.
Yeah, they're gonna run it back.
Guaranteed.
I think people are gonna want to see that.
Like, bro, I don't need to see that right now.
Some people are gonna want to see that.
I don't need to see
and
that.
I think that's an easy shoe-in, especially with the ground that Carmelo has already made. Especially him now with Miz. I think that would make sense, but I think you could do more.
Anyway.
That's just not thinking. That's just like, all right, we gotta get you to do something here.
Everybody give their social media. They'll find you. I don't know.
This was cupping. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
I did that once. It's good for like blood movement and shit like that. Cool. Nah, it's good for you. No, for real.
Why?
Huh?
Why do you do it?
It stimulates blood movement in your body. It helps you with your.
But why did you have to do it?
Huh? It's part of PT, physical therapy.
Oh.
What any given Sunday football shit was you doing?
Yo,
I was in a whole car accident.
Yes, he was, but that's the way he said it was like.
What the fuck? Is that so weird?
No, but I'm just like no way you mentioned it.
Nah, cause I seen the shit. I seen the thing on it.
Yeah, that's
because them shits leave marks, my nigga. Because they have them on you for a while.
Yeah,
it stays on you for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But Instagram is BLK Out The Rebel. Website is coming soon. ForeverBlack.com. Cop the new book, What the Heart Wants. Yeah.
King Leek TV, KINGLEK TV on IG. That's it. Follow the page, follow the Bell2Bell Podcast page. We got a lot coming up. It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, that merch that we got to talk about after this episode's over. We got other events we want to pop up and do, places that we will need to go. So at Make the Call and everything. But I always say don't follow me. Follow at Bell2Bell Podcast on social media. Visit the Patreon, visit the YouTube, give us some likes, some follows, and retweet your shit. And hit us up, the Bell2BellPod@gmail.com. We want to work with you. So if you're interested, let's put something together. And
Sammy Guevara is Ring of Honor champ.
He's a Ring of Honor tag champ.
I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah. And then fucking Dustin Rhodes is fucking tag team champ and 1/3 of the 6-man. With fucking Von Erich.
Too many fucking titles.
Yo, there is too many fucking titles.